Welcome to the final session of our CBSE Class 11 Computer Science series on ICT Knowledge. Today we complete everything SQL and databases, full syllabus revision, previous year question analysis and all 20 practical programs. After this, you will be fully prepared for both theory and practical exams. Let's finish strong. A database is an organized collection of related data. RDBMS, RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, stores data in tables. A table has rows and columns. Each row is one record. Each column is one field. The primary key uniquely identifies each row. No duplicates, no null values. Roll number or employee ID are typical primary keys. Roll number or employee ID are typical primary keys. Foreign key links two tables together. It references the primary key of another table. SQL, Structured Query Language, is the standard language for working with RDBMS. MySQL is a specific RDBMS used in CBSE curriculum. Watch the SQL command types appear. DDL, Data Definition Language, handles table structure, create, alter, drop. DML, Data Manipulation Language, handles actual data, insert, update, delete. DQL, Data Query Language, retrieves data, select. TCL, Transaction Control, commit and rollback. DCL, Data Control, grant and revoke permissions. SQL data types you need: int for whole numbers, float for decimals, varchar for variable length text, character for fixed length, date for dates. MySQL is the RDBMS used in CBSE course. Create table defines a new table with columns and constants. Each column needs a name and data type. Constants include primary key for unique identification, not null, meaning the field must have a value, default for automatic values, unique for no duplicates, and check for validation. Insert into add rows. You can insert all columns by listing all values in order or specify only certain columns. For multiply rows, separate values set with commas. Use null for missing values. Watch the select query type. Watch the select query order. Select chooses columns from specify the table where filters rows group by groups results, having filters groups, order by sorts output. Select star gets all columns where uses operators like equals, greater than, where uses operators like equals, greater than, between, in and like. Like uses percent for any characters and underscores for exactly one character. Like R person finds names starting with R. Like underscore a person finds names with a as the second character. Is null checks for missing values. Aggregate and group by. 5 aggregate functions count. Star counts all rows. Sum adds up a column. Average calculates the average. Max find the highest. Min find the lowest. Group by divides rows into groups, like grouping students by city. Every non-aggregate column in select must appear in group by. Having filter groups after they are formed, unlike where which filters individual rows before grouping. Remember, where comes before group by. Remember where comes group. Remember where comes before group by. Having comes after. Alter table changes table structure. Add a new column, modify a column data type, or drop a column entirely. Update changes existing data. Always use where to specify which rows, otherwise all rows gets updated. Delete removes rows again. Where is critical. Delete without where empties the entire table but keeps the structure. Drop table removes the table completely and permanently. Structure and data both gone. The key difference: delete removes data, drop removes the table itself. Order by sort results. ASC for ascending, which is the default. DESC for descending. You can sort by multiple columns. Aliases with AS rename columns in output. Select name as student name. Null checks use is null or is not null. You cannot use equals with null. The most tested SQL patterns in CBSE. Select with where conditions, group by with aggregate functions, order by DESC like with wildcards, update with where, delete versus drop, having versus where, and insert with nulls. Watch the entire syllabus light up. Unit 1 covers computer organization with IPO cycle, CPU, memory hierarchy, and memory units. Boolean logic with gates, truth tables and De Morgan's law, and number systems with conversions. Unit 2 covers Python basics, control flow, strings, list, tuples, dictionary, file handling, and functions. Unit 3 covers cyber security, intellectual property, and IT Act 2000. Mark split: Unit 1 get 10 marks, Unit 2 get 45 marks, Unit 3 get 15 marks, and practicals are 30 marks. Focus most on Unit 2. Your one slide revision. Number systems: divide by base. Read reminders bottom up. Boolean breaks the bar, changes sign for De Morgan's. Python input always returns string. Floor division truncates, indentation is 4 spaces. Range excludes stop. Strings immutable, reverse with column minus 1. Methods return new strings. List mutable, append, pop, sort, modify in place. Tuples only count and index methods. Single elements needs comma. Dix gets is safe, traversal with items. Files R reads, W overrides, A appends with auto closes. Functions global keywords needed to modify. Ethics IT Act 2000. Copyright is automatic. Watch the questions patterns appear. Output prediction for 2 to 3 marks. Trace code line by line. Error finding for 2 marks. Spot syntax or logical errors. Function writing for 5 marks. Write completely functions with definition and return. SQL queries for 3 to 5 marks. Write, select, insert, update queries. File handling for 5 marks. Read, write, count operations. Theory definitions for 2 marks. Define terms with examples. Your scoring strategy: attempt all questions, trace output on rough paper, write SQL keywords in capitals, always use with for file handling, and include examples in theory answers. Let's solve actual exam questions. Output prediction. X equals allow print X of 1 to 4. X reverse gets ELLOLLEH. Error finding. If X equals 10 as a single values, should be double equals for comparison. SQL select. SQL select city count star from student group by city having count star greater than 2. Function factorial using recursion. Function factorial using recursion. Base case n equals 0 returns 1, otherwise n times factorial of n. Otherwise n times factorial of n minus 1. File handling. Open with read lines, check for pass in each line. Theory where filters rows before grouping, having filters group after group by. Watch the first 10 programs appear. Program 1. Swap two numbers using a temporary variable for variable or Python's elegant a, b, watch the first 10 programs appear. Program 1 swaps two numbers using a temporary variable or Python's elegant a, b equals b, a. Program 2 checks even or odd using modules. Program 3 calculates factorial with a loop. Program 4 generates Fibonacci series. Program 5 check if a number is prime. Program 6 finds the sum of digits using modulus and floor division. Program 7 reverse a string using slicing. Program 8 checks palindrome by comparing string with its reverse. Program 9 counts vowels using membership testing. Program 10 linear search throwing a Program 10 implements linear search through a list. Program 11 through 20 are more advanced. Program 11 implements binary search, divide sorted list in half. Program 12 does bubble sort, compare adjacent elements. Program 13 finds the second largest in the list. Program 14 removes duplicates using set conversion. Program 15 counts words in a file using split. Program 16 copies contents from one file to another. Program 17 counts character frequency using dictionary. Program 18 builds a calculator function with elif. Program 19 demonstrates tuple operations, create, slice, count, index. Program 20 is a student record system using dictionary, add, search, delete, display. Full code for all 20 is in the speaker notes document. Four patterns that appear in almost every program. The accumulator pattern: initialize total to 0, loop through values, add each one. Used in some factorial counting problems. The search pattern: loop through list with index. Compare each element to target, return index if found. Used in a linear and binary search. The file read pattern: open with, iterate through lines, strip and process each line. Uses in Word: count, file copy, filtering. The dictionary count pattern: initialize empty dict, loop through text, use get with default 0 to count. Used in character and word frequency. The most tested pattern in recent exam. Final rapid fire. RDBMS stores data in tables with rows and columns. DDL handles structure. DML handles data. DQL handles queries. Select from where order by is a query skeleton. 5 aggregates: count, sum, average, max, min. Previous year questions covers output, error, function, SQL and file questions. 20 programs covers every Python concept. Practice trace tables for loop questions. Always use with for file handling. You have got this. Go score those marks. 8 hidden facts for maximum marks. Where filters row before grouping. Having filters groups after. Delete removes rows but keeps the table. Drop removes the entire table. Every non-aggregate column in select must be in group by. Like uses percent for multiple characters and underscore for exactly one. Any operation with null gives null. Practical exam format. Python program 8 marks, SQL queries 4 marks, Viva 8 marks, project 10 marks. For Viva, explain each line of your program and no output for sample inputs. Time management. Don't spend more than 10 minutes on any single question. Your final quiz challenge. Question 1. Write SQL to find cities with more than 3 students. Start by average marks descending. Question 2. Write a program function, count words that reads a file and returns total word count. Question 3. What is the output of D equals a colon 1 B colon 2 D of C equals 3. Question 3. What is the output of D equals A colon 1 B colon 2 D of C equals 3. D dot pop A, print D and lend D. Write answers in comments. First 10 correct get a shout out. Congratulations, you have completed the entire CBSE Class 11 Computer Science syllabus. Every topic, every concept, every practical program. Share this series with your classmates, subscribe, hit the bell, and keep learning. You have got this. All the best for your exams. Thank you. எல்லாத்துலேயும் பயோ எஜுகேஷன்